Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Paul's Learning Hub, a humble approach to make learning English grammar an easy task. If you're watching our channel for the first time, please subscribe for further updates. Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel Paul's Learning Hub. Today we are going to learn about tenses, the backbone of English grammar. How to learn tenses in a quick and easy way. So let us start our topic, tense. Verb changes its forms like speak, spoke, spoken, or call, called, called, etc. to denote time. To denote the time. The way in which these verbs change to denote time is called tense. In English language, there are three broad categories of tenses as past tense, present tense, and future tense. And each of these tenses has been further divided into four subcategories as simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous, as you can see here from the given table.
Now let us begin with our first topic, present tense. As I told you, the three broad categories of tenses, present, past and future, has been subdivided into four categories as simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous, and in past, simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous. Same way in future, simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous or progressive tense. Now let us see them in detail one by one. First one is simple present tense. The formula is given here, subject plus the base form of the verb plus s or es plus object. For example, he drinks tea every morning. Here he is the subject, drinks it is a verb, and tea is the object here. And the another doubt is common when you see the formula here, that where we have to use s or es or where we have to use the root form of the verb without any change. So this also can be clear from the given table. The plural subjects like we, you, they, and any plural names along with I, we have to use the base form of the verb without any change like drink, walk, go, etc. But when we have subjects like he, she, it, and any singular names, we have to add s or es along with the verb, and we have to use like drinks, walks, goes, etc. Now let us see the uses and the timeline for simple present tense. Generally, simple present tense is used to talk a habit and regular actions like I brush my teeth daily, and to express fact and general truths like the earth moves around the sun, and finally to express a future event that is part of a fixed timetable. Here what we have to remember, that it should be part of a fixed timetable. It should not be a guess one. It should be fixed, like the match begins tomorrow. And you can see here in the right corner the timeline for simple present tense. Here our second topic is present continuous tense. The formula for present continuous tense is subject plus is or are or am plus ing form of the verb plus object. Like I am going to Delhi, they are planning a party, he is playing now, and etc. etc. So here from the given table it is very clear along with which subject we have to use am, and where we have to use is, and along with which subject we have to use are. So here see, am is used along with I, is used along with he, she, it, and are is used along with we, you, they. And it is the timeline for present continuous tense. That means the action started somewhere in the past and still continues. And the uses of present continuous tense are: first, an action going on at the time of speaking, which means now, at present, just like I am reading, she is playing basketball, etc. Second, an action that might have started some time back and is not completed even now, just like I am painting a picture. So here the action started somewhere in the past and still the painting is not over. And she is reading Pride and Prejudice. She started somewhere earlier and still continues. Third one, an action already arranged or planned in the near future, like my aunt is coming tomorrow and they are leaving in 2 days, etc. And next, present perfect tense. The formula for present perfect tense is subject plus has or have plus the third form of the verb plus object, like Harry has written a poem, or we have completed our essays, etc. Here the timeline for present perfect tense is given here. The present perfect tense is used to talk about an event or action that began in the past and continues up to the present. See the example, he has lived in Rabat for 2 years. Here, he began living in Rabat 2 years ago and he still lives there. And another question, where we have to use has and where we have to use has. It can be explained like this. When we use subjects like I, you, we or they, we will use their have, and when subjects like he, she, it comes, we have to use has there. And the situations where we use present perfect tense are: first, actions that are completed in the immediate past. We often use just or already in such situations. Remember the words just or already, like he has just left, or I have already completed my homework, and so on. Second situation, past actions which occurred at an unspecified time but have a reference to the present, like I have been to Korea, or she has read A Tale of Two Cities, like this. And third situation is that actions that began sometime in the past and are still continuing up to the present time, like I have lived here since 2000. She has been in that school for 5 years, etc. Here are the last 2 examples. We have used 2 words like since and for. Let us see which are the occasion and which are the sentences where we are using since and where we have to use for. For is used to express a quantity of time or the duration of something. Here the time is not specified, like I have been living here for 8 months. I am going to stay here for 1 year. I have not seen her for a long time. How long will you go there for? Here the exact time is not mentioned. The almost time only is given here. Whereas since is used to express when something started, relates to a specific time in the past, like I have been living here since October. The time period October is very clearly mentioned here. We have not seen each other since last year. The last year exact time is mentioned here. Since we met, I have not stopped thinking about you. Or I have known him since I was very young, like this. Now let us see the fourth part of present tense, that is present perfect continuous. The formula is like this: subject plus has or have plus been plus the ing form of the verb plus object, like he has been writing poems regularly. And the timeline for present perfect continuous tense is like this. This tense is used to describe the duration of an action that began in the past and continues into the present. Something that started in the past and continues into the present. Like, see the example here. He has been studying grammar for an hour. He started 1 hour earlier and still continuing. She has been cooking all the day. She started from the very early and still continuing. He is still studying and she is still cooking. And the situations where we have to use present perfect continuous tense are: first, an action which began at some time in the past and is still continuing, just like we have seen from the timeline. For example, she has been teaching in the school for 5 years, or he has been sleeping since 4 o'clock. So here the action started in the past and still continuing the same action. The second situation is that an action which is already over when it is used to give an explanation. The action is over, but that explanation is giving now. Just like the answer for the given questions. Why are you sweating so much? Because I have been jogging. So he was doing jogging in the past and that is the reason he is sweating now. Or, why are your hands dirty? I have been digging in the garden. He was digging in the garden previously and that is the reason why his hands are dirty even now. Now let us have a quick review what we have studied so far. We have seen the 4 divisions of present tense as simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous and its formulas. In simple present, the formula that we have to use as subject plus the first form of verb plus object, and in present continuous we are using subject plus is, are, am plus ing form of the verb plus object, and in present perfect tense we are using subject plus has or have plus the third form of the verb plus object, and in present perfect continuous we are using subject plus has or have plus been plus ing form of the verb plus object. Now let us see more about past tense and future tense from the second part of the video which will be uploaded very soon. Thank you.